All right, Coach Williams, 5-5, start the year. Tell us what you think.
You know, I'm really pleased with this team. This team's working hard. They're doing everything we've asked them to do. Are we a good basketball team here on December 27th? Probably not. I think we're getting better every day. We've taken advantage of this Christmas break to get better and do a lot of little things that we've had to clean up. And I think we've become a better basketball team here the last week or so, and that's what it's all about. You look out there at other teams in this region and other regions, and this is the time of year that teams are trying to find themselves and trying to figure out what they're going to hang their hat on, and we're no different than anybody else. We sit here 5-5, and like I said, I really like this basketball team. We do a lot of good things. Got great kids, very coachable kids. It's just this time of year we're trying to figure out what we do best and what's what's going to kind of be our bread and butter here heading into the January February stretch here. And but again, I like where we're at. I like the position we're in. We've not played a overwhelmingly tough schedule, but it's not been really easy as well. So you see a lot of teams who've played either a really tough schedule or a really easy schedule. I think ours has been a good mix for us to get better as a team, game by game. And I like our position right now. I think we've been tested a few times, and I think this team's getting better every day, and I think you'll continue to see us get better.
District play is always very important. 1-1 so far. Tough schedule ahead.
Yeah, our district's a good district. I think Rowan obviously is head and shoulders above the other three right now. But at the same time, I thought we battled Rowan for nearly 3 quarters as good as we can play them. We tried to run with Rowan a little bit. I see a lot of teams kind of slowing it down against them, trying to get a slower pace, and they're just such a good basketball team. When you got as good a player as Woods out front, who handles the ball and gets to the paint and gets to the rim so easy, and then the shooters that he's got out on the wing, especially Antrobus, you just got to pick your poison with them and who you gonna let beat you. And their inside game's really good too with the Thomas kid. And it's they're just very well coached. Coach Stacker does a great job without question this time of year. I think Rowan County's clearly the best team in our district. I think the other 3 are very even. Fleming is starting to play a lot better. They're getting some of the injured kids back that they lost early in the year, and Menifee County's a good team. Either of those 2 teams can beat you on any given night. I think it's going to be a dogfight on who gets the 2nd, 3rd seed in our district with us, Menifee and Fleming, and it's going to be important. I think that 2-3 game is going to be really tough, and you obviously want to avoid the Rowan County matchup the first round. So that 4 seed's going to, I think, whoever gets that, obviously going to be in a tough spot, because again, I think Rowan's the class of this district, but I think the 2-3 game is going to be a dogfight, and we're just working to get better and working. Like I told the kids today, the reason we're doing this right now is to get ready for that first game of the district, and it's really all that matters. And but our district's it's tough, but it's going to be fun.
All right, going back to that Rowan County game, one of your players had a career milestone. Jacob Mitchell scored his 1,000th point.
Jacob's just an exceptional player, exceptional kid. Never opens his mouth. Just does what he's supposed to do. Goes about his business every day. Shows up and works hard, and tremendous talent. And he'll play at the next level. I think you'll see some teams start to come after him here after Christmas and want him to play at the next level, because he's just so athletic and he takes the ball to the hole so well. And I think his shooting will continue to get better and better. Jumps very well. He's got to do some things, I think, to really put him over the hump for that next level. He's got to work harder defensively and get better a little bit defensively. He knows that, but his upside's so good right now. I think you're going to see some teams, some college teams, come after him at the small college level. And the thing about Jake and these seniors, I'm the 3rd coach they've had here in 4 years, and that's so tough. It's kind of like they're a freshman 3 times, and they're always learning a new system and kind of having to put their personal interest and their personal game to the side to learn a new system and adapt to a new coach. And this makes 3 times since these guys been in high school, and I really admire Jake for that. Noah, Ben, Ty, for sticking through it. It's tough. It's a tough sport, and especially when you go through the transition phases they went through. But heck of a milestone for Jake to get his 1,000th point, especially here at home against a big rival like Rowan. But he's very well deserving.
This week, big week, 3 games, win or lose at Greenup County. What are you expecting out of that tournament, and what is the purpose of it going forward?
Well, seems like the last 10 or 15 years, people play usually in a tournament before Christmas and after Christmas, and you really have to get those games in. You're going to play 30 games, and it's a good time to get several games in a row in a short amount of time. And it's never great, I don't think, to play 3 games in 3 days, but you also find a lot out about your team. Our matchup, the first round against Bishop Brossard, a very well coached team from up towards northern Kentucky. They do some really good things. They run their sets, they set good screens, they shoot the ball well. They're not going to beat themselves. They're just a very solid team, and again, very well coached, and a lot like Augusta. It's going to be a game that they're not going to be overly talented. They're not going to be overly athletic, but very solid. And it's going to be a toss-up against Brossard, and we're going to have to go in there and play. They've got a rich tradition of winning there, and they're down a little bit this year what they have been in the past, but after watching them on film, they're a solid team. And then after that, we're obviously in Greenup's bracket if we're fortunate enough to get a win. The opening round, we would play the host school, and then after that, it's just kind of wait and see. But the thing about it, if you're not really a big favorite to win a tournament like that, you kind of go in and just take it day by day. So we'll concentrate on Bishop Brossard and try to fight and scratch and do anything we can to get a win there. And then you got to kind of see, we'd love to play Greenup. That'd be a great test for us to go to their tournament, play them on their home floor. It'd really get us ready for the stretch run here. But it's a good tournament, solid tournament. You got West Carter in there, you got Anderson County in there, 2 of the top teams in their respective regions. East Carter's in there. Be a good matchup if we could somehow play them, because that's another team in this region, I think, very similar to us. And it's just a good tournament. Coach Harold Tackett does a great job putting that tournament on. They do a great job with it down there, and it's a classy tournament, and our kids are looking forward to it.
After the tournament, you go back to school on Monday, and guess what? You got Fleming County waiting.
Yeah, not the ideal situation, but another district game, and it's a big district game. Like I said, I think you obviously want to avoid the 4 seed, and we're 1-1 right now, and Fleming on our home floor, it's a game we need to win, and we got to, they're in the same situation too. It's coming off the holidays, and kids are a little bit different frame of mind, a little bit different mode, but you can't make excuses. You got to come ready to play, and especially district game on your home floor, you got to be ready, and you got to play, and it'd be a big boost for us to come here and play well in front of our home crowd and get to 2-1 in the district. And that's obviously one of our goals, is to make it to the regional tournament. And that's Monday night, January 2nd. It's a big step towards that. So
overall, first year Bath County, halfway through your first season, your vibe?
Very excited, just very thankful that I'm in a place. I've got another opportunity, kind of a fresh start with a lot of fresh faces, and I don't know, just I guess batteries are recharged, and it's a great feeling when you wake up every day and you can't wait to get to practice, and you can't wait to get better, and you can't wait to play the games. And it's not always like that. If you coach for a while, there's a lot of ups and downs, but really enjoying it here. Great people, great kids to work with, and just love the situation. Not a lot of pressure here. It's kind of a situation where I think the people in the community are starving for a winning basketball team. And I see the potential this year that we can start to turn things around here, and they need some stability, like I mentioned earlier. When you've had the coaching changes and just the constant transition of a new coach in here every 1 or 2 years, it's hard for kids to buy in, and it's hard to get kids to buy into what you're selling because they've been let down, I guess, or for some reason or another, coaches either moved on or not came back, or and they deserve better than that here. And I think with a little continuity with our system, and bringing that back and from year to year, and building on the previous year, I look forward to building a team here that's going to be very competitive in the 16th region. And I want to build a team that this city and this county is proud of. And again, just very fortunate to have a fresh start with new faces, and just a feeling of looking forward to every day getting better and enjoying what I'm doing. And anytime you have the opportunity to coach your sons too is a wonderful experience, and I'm enjoying that. Just enjoy everything about Bath County. It's been a very pleasant surprise. I knew it, and I heard a lot of great things about this, but it's just been a pleasant surprise of just how much I've enjoyed it, and just look forward to building a winner here.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.